Good afternoon, everybody. It's Martin S51989 here, now back for part 6 of my Disney VHS collection. Now, when we last left off, I showed you the 1998 Masterpiece Collection VHS of The Little Mermaid. Now we're going to move on to another Masterpiece Collection VHS in this collection, and this is the 1994 Masterpiece Collection VHS of Mary Poppins. Now, I remember, this tape I also got in the mail from AubreyMan62187. And Aubrey has this version too. In fact, Aubrey has all the VHS versions of Mary Poppins. This is from what I think all the way up from the early 1980s all the way up to 2004. Well, anyways, I know some other YouTube users do have this tape, including Matthew V21688, although he doesn't really watch this tape anymore. Anyways, here's the spine and the back, and it says, "Sheer delight to the eye, the ear, the senses, as stated by Newsweek." I don't know what previews are on this tape. Because I haven't put it in yet. But anyways, here's the tape with the ink label. Yep. And the print date was June 1st, 1995. So this tape is obviously a reprint. But I know this is a 94 tape, and this was printed about 3 weeks before. About three weeks before Daniel and Aubrey's birthdays. But still, this tape is an extremely good tape. And speaking of Mary Poppins, I also have the 2000 Gold Classic Collection VHS as well, and this was my very first Gold Classic Collection VHS that I've had in my collection when I got this at the Used Book Superstore last month back around the 11th of June. Anyways, here's the spine. And the back, and it says the same thing as on the 94 tape, and it also has special bonus feature, Hollywood Goes to a World Premiere Featurette, which is featured right after the film. This was featured on the 2004 40th Anniversary Edition DVD that I also have as well. I'll show that when I do the Disney DVD collection. And again, I still don't know what previews are on this tape either, because I'll have to put it in. And yep, here's an ink label, and the print date was September 14th, 2001, just 3 days after the devastating 9/11 terrorist attacks. And this print date is obviously a reprint, because this is a 2000 VHS. But of course, this was printed. Also several days after Home of the Good Guys' birthday, as I know that, and about 10 days before Nick William 89's birthday. So I can assure about that. But still, this tape of Mary Poppins is extremely good, and just like they say, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Ha 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 ha. So far good. And this next tape is another great one. This is the original 1992 Black Diamond Classics VHS of 101 Dalmatians. Now, I know Aubrey has it, so does Chris, and I think John, and I think Nick does, and even a few other people do too. There's too many to name, right? But of course, I know the Flicker 98 doesn't have this original tape yet, but he has the 1999 Masterpiece Collection VHS tape, which I don't have in my collection as of yet. But anyways, first here's the spine and the back, and it says, "Great storytelling on a scale of 1 to 10. This film gets 101, as stated by Good Morning America." Yeah. Yes, and for the previews on this tape, this probably does have a preview for Aladdin, which comes before the movie, and for the previews that come after the movie ends, it has a preview for the VHS release of The Great Mouse Detective, and also the VHS release of Beauty and the Beast. Now, I don't have The Great Mouse Detective, but I did show the VHS of Beauty and the Beast back in part 2. So, but for 101 Dalmatians, yep, this is good. And also this was so far the very last Disney movie that Matthew V21688 also watched, because he hasn't watched that Disney movie then, so he hasn't watched any Disney animated movie since 2002. too, so he's kind of lost his interest, and I don't think he'll be getting back into Disney anytime soon. He still has kept his VHS tapes, but he probably won't use them. But anyways, let me open this up. Has an ink label, and the print date was January 26, 1992, just several days after Patrick Butler's birthday, five days to be exact. But of course, this tape is also extremely good one. So, 101 Dalmatians, go check it out. And Cruella de Vil is an excellent villain indeed. And next up is the original 1991 VHS of Pete's Dragon. And this, as we know, this is one of Glenn Reaper 08's favorite Disney movies. He loves this musical a lot because he has it on DVD. And I know there's also, I do have this. Aubrey does have this tape too. I know John has, and I know Mr. Giant V 1993 and a few other users have the 1997 Masterpiece Collection VHS of the movie, which I don't have as of yet, but I might get that soon. There also was a Gold Classic Collection VHS, which I also don't have. And there was a Gold Classic Collection DVD that Umbreon Freak 1993 has, but that's out of print. Of course, I don't have the High Flying Edition DVD of Pete's Dragon as of yet, but I might get it soon. Anyways, here's the spine and the back, and it says, "Those incredible Walt Disney wizards have created a totally satisfying musical. Pete's Dragon is an enchanting entertainment, The Hollywood Reporter." And I don't know the previews are on it because I've had it for quite some time, but still have not put it in. Hopefully I'll get it. Anyways, here's the tape with the ink label. And the print date was January 22nd, 1992, just one day after Patrick Butler's birthday, so this tape is a reprint. There's also another sticker here, but I won't read it. But still, Pete's Dragon, excellent Disney musical, number one of the best. And next up, this is Home of the Good Guys. Guys, Nick William 89, System Operator, School Duders, and Engel Verloren's all-time favorite Disney animated movie, Pinocchio. This is the original. This is the 1993 VHS release. I know there's also a 1985 and 86 VHS. Those use the same cover art on it. Well, at least on those. Not on this one. I don't have those yet, but I know Aubrey has both of those. I know Scatman Nick has either the 85 or 86 VHS. But anyways, here's the spine. And the back end says, "Pinocchio is a classic that has carved an honored place for itself in motion picture history, stated by Gene Shalit of NBC TV." And yeah, as we know, this was also Disney's second animated feature, and it was also the very first Disney animated movie to win Oscars, because it won for Best Original Score and also Best Original Song for Disney's trademark anthem, "When You Wish Upon a Star." It also was the first. This movie also introduces to another one of Disney's most popular characters, that being Jiminy Cricket, because he's been featured in a bunch of others after Pinocchio was done. And I know John has this VHS too. He also had a bootleg VHS that he got from Mr. MDJ356, aka Bryson. But still, this tape is good. I'm going to open this up, and here's the tape with the ink label. And the print date was April 20th, 1993. This is exactly 2 days after Mr. Giant V 1993 was born, because we know John was born April 18th, 1993, so I'm sure he would have loved to see this too. And I know, speaking of babies, I know when Chris, Home of the Good Guys, saw this film when he was just a baby, when it was accompanied by that featurette, The Small One, and I know this is when they reissued it in September of 1978. But still, Pinocchio is still another one of the best Disney animated movies ever made, and you can't go wrong with Pinocchio. And and I also know there's also the 1999 limited issue VHS and the 2000 Gold Classic Collection VHS as well. I don't have those two yet, but I hope to get them soon. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for part 6 of my Disney VHS collection. Stay tuned, part 7 will be coming up next.